So at that point, I'm thinking to myself, should I go downstairs to the speakeasy? Yeah, yeah, I did. And that's me having a Prosecco downstairs in the speakeasy. Cheers, besties. And at this point, I'm feeling real nice. Real nice. I don't really remember taking this video, and I don't know what I'm saying. Even with the audio, it's inaudible. But I looked cute. What's up, my Gunja kings and queens? Welcome back to the Smoker Circle, and if you are new, welcome. So, if you saw my last video, I told you guys about how I was getting ready to take myself out on a solo date. So, that night was a little bit later than I expected. Just ended up going to two of my favorite late night spots. So, not too much happened. But I did take myself out this week on a weekday, and let me show you how that went. This is me pulling up to Oakville. They have a cute little outside area. This was the first drink I got. It's a Hugo Spritz. It has like elderflower, lime, sparkling, Prosecco. Love her. It's literally all of my favorite things. It reminded me very much of a French 75, but so much bigger. Huge fan. Then I started off with the bottomless Parmesan fries. On the side was a truffle sauce, which I was a little bit skeptical about because I'm not typically a fan of truffle anything. I don't like mushroom. A little bit of Parmesan I get on my lip, but I don't like mushroom. But I was actually pleasantly surprised by this sauce. Now, I am a sauce girly, so it kind of makes sense that I would like it. Like, yes, girl, you like that, don't you? Yeah, I even had to go in with a double dip. Like, I'm sorry, but I actually fuck with truffle. Hello? Big fan. So, me and these fries, we became besties. I'm not gonna lie. The bottomless fry is probably one of the best things they could have come up with. Going back in for my drink, I think I got three of these. They were only like $10, I want to say. No more than $10. Their happy hour, super affordable. The bottomless fries were like $10, and you just get as many refills as you want, and you can have up to four people. This is me reapplying my lip gloss. I know, etiquette, but I'm reapplying my lip gloss because I'm preparing for my second round of fries, which is so crazy because, like, girl, you're just gonna fuck it up again. But I'm a lip combo girly. I have to make sure the lips look good. And this sweetie that was sitting next to me, she was so cute. She's like leaning back and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry I'm getting in your video." I'm like, "Girl, you're fine." Like, she's like, "I just see myself like all in it." I'm like, "No, I angled it perfectly because I tried my best when I'm getting content to not have other people. Like, of course, you're gonna have people in the background, but I do try my best." Now, this is the second round. As you can see, your girl's living. Although I will say I should have learned from the last time that the Parmesan got on my lip, but again, I'm a lip combo girly. It is what it is. But I was enjoying these fries thoroughly. I think that I did two rounds of fries. They give you quite a bit. Like, I know in that container it didn't look like a lot, but they were really filling and really good. I was thinking about getting their onion rings as well, but I did not even need it. The fries did everything. And also, probably because, oh, no, yeah, girl, you got something on white. I love white, but I get her dirty. But yes, the drinks definitely fill me up. This is like a stairway to heaven. I just had to get it. It was so aesthetic. And this place is also like a winery. So you see like all of the wine on the right side, it's stacked. It's so nice. They were actually having a private event up here, which so cute. I think it was like a bachelorette party because it was all girlies. this is the outfit. Your girl looks good. Okay, period. And then, what's a little tipsy day without some bathroom selfies, bathroom footage? Had to get it. This is me walking literally down the street to the next spot, the Hoxton, which was only like across the street. It's on the left side where you see like that black sign. It's so close, which is why I love living in Chicago because you have something to do at literally every corner. So this is a cider, like I think it was peach, like a peach cider. And I call myself just having one drink here. I knew that drink was going to last me a while. Um, but as you can see, that's not going to be my last drink. I had to get a look at the bar because honestly, I'm never here in the daytime and it's a completely different vibe. And now you can see that it is nighttime. And I am still working on the same glass from the previous clip. Yeah, it took your girl a while. So at that point, I'm thinking to myself, should I go downstairs to the speakeasy? Yeah, yeah, I did. And that's me having a Prosecco downstairs in the speakeasy. Cheers, besties. And at this point, I'm feeling real nice. Real nice. I don't really remember taking this video, and I don't know what I'm saying. Even with the audio, it's inaudible. But I looked cute. This drink is so cute, so aesthetic. This girl was drinking it, and it actually was gin, and I just had to try it. So she bought it for me. She is a gin ambassador, and she was like, yeah, you want to try it? I'll buy you one. And again, I'm not a gin girly, but this was so good. And it had like egg white. Like, look at the design. So cute. I had to have her. And that concludes the footage. Now, as I told you in the video before this, I love going out by myself because I love meeting people, I love having new connections, and I just love the energy that I bring. So I had a lot of fun. This time, the first place was actually brand new to me. I never went. And sometimes I'm a little bit apprehensive about going to new places because I just don't know what the vibes are. So after extenuous research online, I like to look at like the photos. I like to get familiar with the menu so I know exactly what I'm getting and just try to catch a vibe as best I can to see if it'll be a good fit for me. Now, this place had an amazing happy hour offer. It was from 4 to 6 and everything was under $10, which in this economy is crazy. So, oh Darge. So I love that the drinks were huge and they were so good as you've seen. And I just had a good time. Bartender was super nice. These girls were chatting behind me and I kind of like was just chimed in on their conversation because they were fucking funny. Like, I just put myself in the vibe of being social. I really love being social, and I think that I have dimmed my light a lot in past areas of my life, and I forget how magnetic I can actually be. And I'm somebody that loves crowds. I love when it's a lot of people. I love when it's really busy. And it's just really a good time for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but I like feed off of that energy. I will also say that they were so accommodating. Now, this is something that might be a little controversial, but I do feel that the way you look plays a part, right? Because when I originally went to the first place, I was like, yeah, I want to sit at the bar. Like, I'm a bar girly. Love it through and through. Love to sit at the bar. That's my shit. And that's what I was going for, but the weather was really nice, so it was a little bit crowded. and I wasn't really expecting that. So I'm like, damn, I don't want to leave this place. Let me just kind of play it out. So I was talking to one of the managers and the host, and I'm like, yeah, like I will take a table just like for a second, but I'm really like aiming for the bar. And he's like, okay, let me do a lap and let me see what I can do. And it was a guy that I guess was like wrapping up. He was on the phone. So the manager was gone for a minute. So I'm like, is he getting somebody about their seat? I'm like, is he kicking somebody out they seat? But I guess he was like standing over there, like trying to see. Like he was literally peeping scene. And he was like, oh, it's the guy at the end of the bar. It looks like he's wrapping up. He just grabbed his tab. I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. So I go over there. I stand over there for a second. And I'm just like kind of like in the vicinity, but also was going to just add like order a drink standing up. And the guy like ends up getting up, give me his seat. Perfect. Awesome. And then from there, I like kind of, as soon as like the more people left, I just kind of like hopped so I could be like in the middle of the bar, which is like prime real estate. I absolutely loved it. It was so fun. The bartender was great. We had good conversation, and I just go out to have a good time. This is also what I mean by the way that I treat myself. If I'm dealing with somebody or if somebody claims to be interested in me, I expect to be treated the same, if not better, than I treat myself on a random fucking Wednesday. And then the second place I went to is a place that I frequent, but it's like a hotel. They have a restaurant, and then at the bottom they have like a speakeasy. So I've never tried the restaurant. I always go downstairs because the speakeasy has live music. So I never really tried the restaurant. And I went there, sat at the bar, grabbed a drink. And at that point, it wasn't as busy as like I'm used to, because I usually go later and not during the week, not midweek at that. So I was like getting a little bit discouraged, because I will be honest with you, when I'm out and like people are coming up to me and talking and things like that, that makes me feel good. But the moment I feel like I'm just kind of sitting there like a bump on a log for too long, I start feeling really uncomfortable. And it's funny because I need that. Like I need that energy to like feel me. So I started to get a little bit discouraged. Once I finished my drink, I did go downstairs and I'm like, let me just see what the vibes are. They were amazing, okay? The bartender down there was so funny. Immediately started talking. It was this girl, these two girls next to me. They weren't together, but I started talking to one of the girls that was next to me, and then the other girl kind of chimed in. She's actually an ambassador for this gin, which is how I got the gin drink. She bought me that drink, and I don't even like gin and shit, but she sold it real good. Like, and I think that I'm going back this Sunday because they're supposed to have an event with that gin, and she's gonna be there. So I'm like, oh, that's actually something cute for me to do Sunday. But yeah, that's what I love to do. And then at the end of the night, this is where I was pretty toasted at this point. So I know that there were these guys that were sitting at the bar because the girls had left. So it was just me, and I still was finishing that drink that she got me. And these guys, I guess that they came together, but then they started talking to me and they bought me another drink, and it was just so much fun. Like, if you don't go out by yourself, please do. Please, please, please do. And it depends on your vibe. I would say try to go somewhere that's a little bit more busy, because it increases the chances of like more connections. That's what I like. Like, it would have to be a reason why I wouldn't want a lot of people around. It would have to be like I just want to be alone. But for the most part, I do go out to be around people. Like, I'm primarily in my house, work from home, school from home. So when I go out, I want to have like a human interaction. And the way I carry myself by myself is how I carry myself in every other connection with anybody else. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on and like just have a little chit chat about feeling comfortable, kind of really go into detail, a debrief of how the solo date goes. And I will tell you, bitch, I'm not a TJ. I'm not a T. I'm not a cheap date. Jesus. But yes, I'm not a cheap date. So I was like, ooh. Usually when I go out at night. I'm a night owl through and through. I love going out at night. So the daytime is a little bit daunting to me. I'm trying to put myself out there more, and I think that it's not as much conversation as I would want. Like at nighttime, people are relaxed, people have a few drinks in them by that time, so they are much more confident and comfortable to like come up and strike up a conversation. Whereas the daytime, it's a little bit more mellow, almost too mellow for me. But I'm gonna keep pushing past my comfort zone and keep putting myself out there and just see what happens. If you want any going out alone tips or tricks, let me know. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. I love you guys. Bye.